Okay, so I'm just gonna start with the episode 8 trailer. I'm doing a react for episode 8. However, I have seen it. And this is about 9 days after the release. So I watched it the one time. I've avoided all content, and now I'm gonna go through and watch and just kind of start dissecting what I think might be some of the, I don't know, situations. We'll see.
Surely they don't want to actually leave me, right? I could solve
All the
I could solve this one.
hand scenes, one's a flashback, one isn't. Kind of fun. Queenie was a really hard scene to watch. The cut on it was really sad.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, so without further ado, let's go to episode 8. And I will turn it up actually. No, I'm pretty quiet on here. This is the first time that they gave a warning for flashing lights, which I thought was interesting. Cain. I'm sure everyone picked up on that. He was the first AI. He was invented by Kinger. That was the implication. All the data that they add in. So these flashes are just data going into the AI, building the AI, right? That's how Cain got the circus, is pictures of a circus tent. New input from a different direction. We did see McDonald's. I had a thing where I said last video I put out that how would Cain know how McDonald's looks on the inside, but you saw a McDonald's scene right there, so that's how. There's scene A. All the jagged shapes makes it kind of, it gives like he's a volatile AI at that point. And then this is the second AI. Now this is assumed to be what Scratch made, a little more concrete. Cain was a little volatile, so they, went into the second AI a little more stable, right? And he's doing the same thing. And somehow Cain breaks out of his little box, like a virus or something, I don't know, and consumes the other AI, which is wild. Because why? I'm sure Scratch's AI had the same data, right? Very profound. It's all shapes, but it's such a good intro. And there's Cain. And the intention, they mention, the intention wasn't to make a game. Cain did that on his own, which means he's sentient already. Or was. And here's the circus. Red and green. Which were the first two inputs that Cain got. He got red and then he got green from the top. There's Scratch and all the new, or the intro.
Another chess piece, huh?
Queenie.
How are you holding up?
I just don't know what's happening. We never made anything like this.
I just hope that...
Wait,
Are you?
it's you.
Oh my God.
I wish I could remember your name.
Same.
I'm so sorry I roped you into this with me.
It's quite strange, isn't it?
Listen, no matter what happens, I'll always...
It's devastating.
And into the cellar you go.
I hate that.
Golly, we're running out of humans here. Now don't you go abstracting on me too.
It's fascinating to know that
Seriously.
they never remembered their names. It started with them not remembering their names, so this has always been a thing. Now the implication here is that Kinger wanders for days. Days and days and days. And years. So that's kind of wild. Like, no wonder he kind of loses his mind a little bit. He's crashing out big time, and he has no one to rely on. So the first hand scene that we see in the trailer is Regatha, and that's coming here.
What? What? Hello? Guys? I can't
Implication,
figure out how to...
She
Guys?
went in somewhere
Hello?
and put
Can
the
you help me
headset
out
on.
here?
Like, guys, she was with friends when she put this headset on.
What's happening? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you. Are you okay?
Who are you? How do I take this off?
Everybody asks that. How to take the headset off, and then they pull their face.
Whoa! A new one? So it is possible. Looks
So
like you got a
King
new buddy
didn't
after
realize
all, Kinger.
it's possible for new humans to join.
Right.
Is this really...
Which
I was
think
hoping
is
new
helpful.
minds could show up. I have to make some more preparations for this
New
amazing
minds. He doesn't say
breakthrough.
new people. He says new minds. He's consuming them.
How do I get out of
100%.
this?
Consumption theory, 100%.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
But everything's gonna be okay. Do you remember your name?
I'm...
Ragatha,
Huh?
That cut's so good.
you doing okay?
So good.
That's a good question.
Well, really hate to say it, guys, but I told
Don't you even! Do not even f***ing begin to say that sentence like you didn't try to keep us all trapped here forever.
Anything could have happened when you press those buttons. It doesn't matter.
It seemed to matter back when you did it. What if you did ruin our one chance at
And
leaving?
what if Abel was secretly evil? What
What
if
if,
we
what
all
if,
got
what if?
stranded in the void? What if it wasn't real? So it doesn't matter. Never did.
How can you say that like you didn't try to f*** us all over?
He's
Ooh,
right, though.
What?
For
Dangles.
Cloudwing. I feel like I haven't seen that
It
before.
doesn't matter what could have happened. We could argue about it and hurt each other all day long, but that's not gonna help anybody.
Oh, I love
I
it.
think what we need to do now is to just be there for each other.
Absolutely. Get it, Gangle.
She's right. We've all done bad things, but we're also all we've got. I think we need to abandon the idea of leaving.
What do
We
you...
got our hopes up, and we were let down. I don't know what exactly happened with Kaufmo, but we can't let that despair consume us. We should focus on what we have.
I love this
Like you said.
callback.
Constantly chasing an unattainable goal will drive us crazy.
That was episode 1 when they were walking to Kaufmo's room.
Maybe what we have to do now is to just live.
Oh, man. I had dreams and goals. I wanted to be able to leave my mark somewhere in the world. How am I supposed to just abandon that?
You've made a mark in my life.
I know, you're probably right, but
You're probably right.
just really, really sucks.
We're
I still
all
ship
in
those
this
two.
together.
And we'll always be in this together. No matter what.
Oh, his eyes.
Hey. That includes you too.
Huh?
Listen, we're not gonna have you wandering off alone somewhere and abstracting or something. You're a pain in the ass, but you're still one of us.
There's his hand. See? Wasn't a flashback, which I think is so interesting.
You think I'm capable of abstracting? You guys worry too much.
No.
We need a vacation.
This
I don't
scene-
understand, Bubble.
I'm not
They
gonna say
want an
anything,
exit,
this
they
is
want
crazy.
Answers. They want something real. I give them an adventure that covers all of that, and they still hate it? Surely they don't want to actually leave me, right?
No way, Jose. No way, no how.
I do everything for these people. I slave over these adventures for them. I step outside my comfort zone to appeal to them, and they still hate them. I made a program that creates a body perfectly encapsulating their mind files, and they hate those too. I'm starting to get the feeling that they just hate.
Why would they hate you when they could just hate you?
This is why I was created. This is my function.
They'd rather abstract than go on your adventures.
That can't be true. I do everything for them. Don't they get that I'm trying?
Maybe you're just genuinely bad at this.
Is
Shut
that
up.
abstraction
No.
on his desk?
I fixed
Like
that.
a literal
I
pool
can
of
solve
abstraction?
any problem. I can solve this one.
I just
That's
noticed.
what this is. A big puzzle that I need to solve.
Defective.
Shut up!
Brilliant. Onward.
Enough!
Maybe you deserved to be abandoned. You really were the lesser of the two. You ruined this.
Enough! Who do they think they are? I give them everything, and they spit in my face! Don't they know what I'm capable of? Humans! They only think about themselves. They're spoiled! They won't abstract. They won't leave me. I won't let them! I'm better! I'm more powerful! I'm the original! I am God! Let's get this show on the road!
Jesus. Oh.
What was that?
Hello, my little fortuitous fruitcakes! Today's adventure
No,
is...
Kane, we're not in the mood. Why don't you answer some of our questions?
A gloomy
we
team
have
of
a
what?
lot of them.
Who has time for questions when there's a whole wacky world of hijinks out there?
Yeah, hey, you have a lot of explaining.
Hey!
It actually
Alternatively,
zipped
I
terminal.
don't got to explain diddly squat.
Unlike
Can
Zubul.
you just give us some time to process everything?
Or how about we skip the melodrama and get right to the fun?
No, Kane. We have a lot on our minds right now, and we're not going on an adventure.
All of them standing with, like, fists clenched.
I see. And since when were you in charge?
What?
Do you have any idea how much I do for you guys? How much I obsess over trying to make things perfect? How many insults I have to ignore to do my job? You have a lot on your minds? Don't make me laugh. I have a new adventure for you, and you should consider participating.
And if we refuse?
Maybe I'm not getting through to you.
Trailer scene?
It's news to me that it's news to you.
CNA logo on the piano, by the way.
To which degree, who answers to who? We could go on and on, but in the
The
end,
little
who
pause
are we
on the piano gives
kidding?
scratch
My
a little bit.
divinity is past infinity, am I getting
Getting through to you. Oh, not to you.
Seems our regime has plummeted.
This song's such a jam.
Don't need to scream if you ain't got a mouth. Why bite the hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting? It's time you see that this great marquee is the only place you're ever gonna be. So strap on in and take it on the chin, and don't forget who's running the show. Now look at this. Absolute bliss.
This is giving Genie Aladdin song a little
Watch
bit.
where you walk.
Just this part.
I'm the host, I run the place. Kane, that is my name. Not enthused, just feeling used. Oh, what a goddamn shame. Congratulations, all of my friends. Public relations are getting a cleanse. Put on your Sunday best because I know we're close to quitting. So play the games and just ignore the pains, cause all that remains is how you prime your brains. You lying to me, but you're too blind to see that I'm the one who's running the show.
Not only can Gooseworks make an amazing show, but they can make just an amazing soundtrack as well. It's wild.
I think we all understand each other now. Welcome back! I can't believe you didn't pick up on the context clues. It was practically spelled out for
Several
you.
days
What are
later.
you, stupid?
Sorry,
Next
my
one's gonna be
webcam
even
is
crazier.
blocking
Hope
that.
you're ready. By the way, Kinger, I need you for something. Come with me.
Huh?
There was the scene of King flying away. Also, I wonder what made Jack's wild take, and for his eyes not to retract. That's a big
I don't know how
move.
many more of these new adventures I can handle. What? Got nothing positive to say about this one?
Oh,
I can't take this anymore. We gotta do something about this or I'm gonna lose my mind.
I never should have antagonized him so much. I'm sorry.
it's not your fault.
Seeing the most calm characters
Break
being
time.
like,
Gotta brainstorm some
this
new
isn't
ideas.
gonna fly. Ragatha crashing out is a problem, and Jax
He
being
shredded me.
startled. He shredded me.
I think we should get out of the open for a bit.
This threw everybody off. I think everyone thought it would be a flashback with Ribbit and Kaufmo, and it was just I'm upstairs.
I haven't been up here in a while.
We should just indulge a little while we have the time to. I don't know what Kane has planned next, but I'm guessing it's not anything good.
What did
He's gotta
you
get
want
bored
to
of
say
all
to
this
Gangle in that
sometime,
moment?
right?
He's not a human. I'm not sure if we can properly gauge how he thinks.
Oh God, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I love the
You know,
pat
things are
pat
just
like
fine
he
here
can't,
until you and
or
Zubo
Pomni
came
can't even
along.
see the the sandwich. She just feels
Nothing.
around for it.
Okay.
A bucket.
What are you?
Oh,
Just give it a sec. Trust me. Kinger, you there?
I'm where? It's dark in here.
What exactly are we waiting for?
No, she's right. Just give it a bit.
Takes a lot longer than I feel like is typical. I guess it depends.
Got a bucket on my head. I'm guessing you don't want me to remove it.
Kinger.
Hey, Pomni.
Wait, the bucket makes him
Papa
sane?
Kinger.
Darkness. It's a long story.
What's happening?
What do you know about Kane?
It's a little hazy, but I remember C&A.
That was just an adventure, right?
No, C&A is a real company. I worked for them.
Wait, they really made this game?
No, we didn't make games. We were just developing artificial intelligence. Specifically creative AI. The kind that could come up with its own ideas and create things within the program.
What is going on right now?
Kane was our first semi-successful attempt at that. I can't remember what we originally called him, but he was one of my greatest achievements as a programmer.
You made Kane?
Partially, yes. I got a few pointers from, I can't remember his real name, but his circus name was Scratch. That man was a genius.
Wait,
Kane was pretty rough around the edges,
What
though.
is Jax
I wasn't
going on
quite on
about?
Scratch's level of thinking outside the box, but it was good groundwork for something the rest of the team could wrap their heads around. I can't say the same for Scratch. His ideas were often so bizarre and abstract that the rest of the team had no idea how to work in his language, either due to pure brilliance or the tumor in his head. He was trying to make something. What was it? I'm getting off track. Was there anything specific you needed to know?
wait. I should go distract Kane so he doesn't listen in on this.
I feel like
Just fill me in afterwards.
obviously Jax is hiding
yeah,
something.
that's true, but
Fill me in later.
be here later.
I will.
I gotta pause it because like my brain's going too fast for keeping up. So obviously the like Scratch was trying to make something that made Jax panic enough that he wanted to get out of the room so Kinger didn't remember him by looking at Jax. Jax was not in the circus originally. I can't tell if that's the implication, like Jax was also a CNA member somehow. He's not as young as he's claiming to be or something, and he like got everybody, like all the CNA members, like put into this reality. If he's whatever Scratch created, like maybe he's a better AI, maybe he's the second AI that got absorbed by Kane. Like he's kind of malicious. Like I could see it being like he obviously doesn't, necessarily, I don't know. See, that can't be true either because like he has his redemption arc moments. Like but sometimes he's a bit of a dick. Like even at the like the just now, I don't know what to call that, like the bar that they're having like the hot cocoa and sandwiches at. Like he made some comment about like everything was fine until you and Zubul showed up and was like directing that at Pomni, and it's like they're going through hell right now. Why would he say that? Like he just wants to like hurt people a little bit. And like yeah, maybe that's just like his arc. I don't know. I don't know. There's something fishy here. I know Alex Rocklin said that Kane is dead. Like he confirmed that. Which I guess I have watched a little bit of. But I saw Alex Rocklin's social media, and he said it's confirmed Kane's dead, but Michael Kovac, so Jax, is going to have like the best parts of his scenes. Because the implication was that Kane's best episode was this episode, right? It kind of gives that Michael Kovac, aka Jax, is going to be real shitty at the end. Because Kane was at his worst this episode, and this is his best episode. Therefore, Jax is going to be at his worst. That's what I think. I don't know. Something is really fishy. Alex did say nobody's going to be able to guess this. And of course, all the people who are watching this are like, want to bet, and they're throwing out every theory probably. And that's part of the reason why I'm trying to before I, look at other reaction videos and things. That's why I'm I gotta make my own and figure out what my organic thoughts are looking at the video first before I get some input from other people, right? So that's why I'm doing this. Then I'm gonna start watching other videos, and then I'll start really compiling my thoughts. But anyway, that was a long rant. Let's continue.
Oh my god.
He's hiding something.
This is real.
He said, "Oh my god, this is real."
Kane's going a bit crazy right now. Is there any way to stop him, or at least control him?
I see. He's a high...
I am so sorry. So he says this is real, right? One of my biggest theories, other than consumption theory, which is a very well-known theory, is, and I don't know if there's a term for this right now, but I kind of talked about it right before release date. I had a huge info dump of all the theories I had that I hadn't talked about yet. But one of them is Kinger sure knows a lot about Jax. And I don't know, I think their brains are cross-pollinating somehow. So Jax saying this is real makes me think that he has gotten some of Kinger's memories that are probably Kinger's obviously going through it. He doesn't have a lot of lucid moments. So Jax is probably getting a very Swiss cheesed version of Kinger's thoughts, right? But Kinger will say things like, "Now, Pomni, just because I have the right of way in a 4-way intersection doesn't mean, you have to let me go first," or whatever, however that quote goes. Or and then Jax, of course, there's the implication that he was in a car crash, right? And then the other part is he asks Regatha to help count his eggs before they hatch. And then a couple episodes later, Jax has his crash out, indicating he's not a chicken fetus in an egg that needs to be cracked open. Both of those things are very big moments for Jax, very defining character moments that Kinger for some reason knows, right? And so the idea of consumption theory, I think everybody gets access to everybody's digital codes, but I think that Jax and Kinger have kind of a special bond, and I don't know why. There is a lot of I think cross-coding happening, but for some reason they have a bigger cross-code, right? So for Jax to be this is real, I think he's remembering things that he's had memories of from / through Kinger, and he's "Ah, shit, everything I've thought of, it actually exists." I think that's what's going on, right? Okay, anyway.
Highly advanced AI, and this is his world. One that he created from nothing. So naturally, he has control over everything. But so do we.
Especially episode 6. Anyway.
We all technically have the ability to conjure, just like Kane. It just comes naturally to him, but requires a lot more skill and concentration for us.
The butterfly.
I'm certain I could alter his code. Or at least temporarily put him to sleep until we know how to fix him. I would
put him
just
to sleep,
need access
murder
to a
him,
console.
whatever.
The one behind Kane's office?
No, just a simple computer interface would work. I could get back into the right headspace and essentially conjure Kane's code into the console and alter it.
Well, where do we get one of those?
I think I know exactly where to get one. Take turns with Jax distracting Kane. Don't let that bucket come off Kinger's head.
She's going through the exit door. It makes sense that she would think of that. So it's really interesting to me that she goes through all of her steps, including looking at the mirror to jog how the door happened. And I think she's doing this because she knows she has to think the door back into existence. Just like Kinger said, there's some power to them. The reason Kinger needs a computer isn't because he needs a computer, but he's gonna feel more powerful and have a better time manifesting it if he has a computer in front of him. Same as if she walks through her steps, right? So it's not inherently that they needed these things to be in place, it's just it helped with the manifesting.
Great
flossing.
suggestion, Jax. But as I feared, there just isn't anything stuck between my teeth. Oh, wait. Oh, that's where I parked. Haha.
Wow, Kane, you are so funny.
You
Could
are
you say
so
it with a little
funny.
more gusto? That's better.
Hey, Kane!
Yep.
Do you want to hear a list of things we've decided we love about you as our God and Savior?
Whoa, now we're talking.
Well, first of all, we love your...
I know, but I'm bored. Let's go bowling.
I love the theories that
I'm
went
so proud of you
behind
guys.
that picture. And it was all just a bowling. Like, good job, you got a strike. There's so many computers that she passes to get to this one. And I think she gets to this one because that's the one she got up, like she was at.
I feel like it's missing something, right?
Relatability.
Missing relatability.
You're right, scrap it. Let's go back to the drawing board. Humans just aren't a relatable sculpting material.
You think he's running out of ideas yet, or nah?
Do you need help with power or anything?
Nah, I can use my imagination for that.
You
Why
got
couldn't
this?
he imagine all of
I
it?
think so. Sure has been a while. I may need some time to get my bearings. Try to help the others distract Kane while I figure this out. He may sense something when I really get into it.
Okay, I'll do that.
I do want to, like, draw attention to this. It's probably nothing. But what is it about him sending her away that feels potentially like, I don't know, you know, like, it's not inherently bad. My audio just cut. Okay. I thought the whole thing cut. It's not inherently bad. But it does make me question, like, why can't she stay? If the others are distracting Kane, then, like, does he not have faith that the others can distract Kane? Or does he need to be alone because he has something he's hiding? Or because he thinks that, like, there's sensitive information that could implicate him more? I mean, he's already said he created Kane, which inherently feels kind of bad, right? But, like, I don't know. I'm reading too much into it. Anyway.
Thank you, by the way. For this and, well, everything.
He doesn't
Honestly,
like being
are you even
thanked.
trying?
Shut up, Jax.
Where'd Kane go?
Back to the drawing board, I guess.
Did you get everything working with Kinger?
I think so. We just need to make sure Kane doesn't check up on him.
What do you think we've been doing?
Omni! That's the relatability we've been missing! You know, I thought this endless onslaught of fun would be a little more satisfying. But I've come to realize that these rapid pace ideas are a little half-baked.
I'm sure you can come up with new ideas if you put your mind to it.
That's exactly it, though. I am putting my mind to it, and I'm just not feeling that spark I once did. And if you're not having fun, and I'm not having fun, then who is having fun?
I'm having a baby.
Exactly. Makes me wonder why you guys even switched up your tone. If I didn't know any better, it seems like you're trying to... Where's Kinger?
We just wanted to see your new ideas firsthand. We've gotten over our hang-ups, and now we're all just genuinely curious what you're cooking up.
I think I'm just gonna check up on...
We think your ideas suck!
Huh?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? We wanted to bait you into testing your new ideas on us so we can make fun of them behind.
Okay. I'm only calling attention to it because I just had a spiel about it. And I already said that I feel like Kinger has a lot of information on Jax, right? Did he know that Pomni needed to be here to make sure that, like, Kane focused? You know? Because Pomni just saved this. Kane literally would have gone and checked on Kinger. I don't know.
Behind your back.
Ha! That's not true.
Yes, it is. You're a horrible host. You don't care about us at all. You care more about stroking your own ego than giving us anything we'd actually enjoy.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're a failure. We're all gonna abstract someday. And what will you have then? Nothing.
Stop that.
And this whole stunt? Just torturing us because we hurt your feelings? Pathetic! You're like a child. What kind of all-powerful being has such a fragile ego?
You never let us feel like we're at home. You don't comfort anyone when they're upset, and you never bother to understand what it's like in our shoes.
You discourage us from thinking outside the box and doing things our own way.
You lie to us constantly.
And on top of it all, you just don't listen!
I'm gonna put you freaks in your place!
I did call that gummy goo would be Pomni's thing. I called that last video I made. I'm realizing in the and I actually want to go back. Oh, to open it all the way. I'm gonna go back a little bit here. So let's see. Oh my gosh, I suck at this part of things. Let me just play forward here a second. So he said that they were working on AI, right? It says Circus Digital here immediately. Log in Kinger. Like, immediately. He's just logging into Canada? Does that say Canada? What does that say right here? Character AI. I'm sure so many people are dissecting this part because this is where all the details are, right? Anyway, CNA, Canada, America. I don't know. Oof. Omni and Kaufman Ribbit. Peeling back the layers of Jax, like metaphorically speaking. Seeing underneath it all and laughing at him.
Why do you people torment me? I didn't have to be created. I just wanted to fulfill my purpose. Wait, no.
Wait.
Kinger's run is so disurgent looking.
I think I accidentally killed Kane.
Holy shit.
It gives me chills. It gives me chills. So there's so many things. Okay, so from a just like animation style, the accuracy of like everything, like the mouth moving perfectly for conversations, the like even if they don't have a mouth and must scream, no, even if they don't have a mouth, you can tell like what movements, like Zubul for example, the like fluctuations of her eyes, or their eyes rather, just the like different features that have like come so far animation wise. It's really cool to watch. There's so many parts where I just got like mad chills. Like Alex did such a good job. Like that whole voice scene. It was really interesting. I noticed for Michael Kovac, it felt very different from, and he said this recently. I went to Emerald City Comic Con, and he has recently spoke about how he feels like had he known the character arc his character was going to go on, he would have been like vocalizing differently than he did for the first few episodes. Like you can see kind of the build up to where we are now, and then like from 7 to 8 it is a shift. Like it is almost jarring. Like I don't know, like, but it's very interesting. I don't know what we're gonna see, because Alex really framed it like we couldn't even predict it if we wanted to, like how this is going to pan out. There's so many things, like there's still kind of that conversation of like, okay, well, Gangle got hit by a truck. Was Jax the person who hit her with the truck in real life, and that's why she has that PTSD, and he has the PTSD about driving, like, and why he lets her drive because maybe he feels guilty, maybe they are brother sister. The relationship with Kinger and Jax, maybe their father son, like maybe Jax knows more about CNA than he's letting on, and like Kinger's so non-lucid most of the time that he doesn't realize the relationship with Jax. Like it took him and Queenie a couple seconds to figure it out, you know? And so why would he think his son would come into the digital circus after all these years, right? Like Jax could have been a baby when they initially came in, right? I don't know. There's so many things. My one of my running theories that I think is losing traction in my own mind, but is fun, is that Kaufmo is Jax's dad, but I do think Kaufmo is a CNA member, and so like there's still kind of some validity to it potentially. I am really curious about what Scratch was trying to create, and the implication that like he had a brain tumor, he was trying to create like a place for his digital copy to live on forever because he knew his body would fail him. I think that's really interesting. The idea that AI kind of becomes sentient and, you know, consume humans and their minds code, and kind of run with it and make their own like world. That's really interesting. I do wonder if Scratch created the digital circus, and so when Kane ate the second AI's mind, for lack of a better term, that's how the circus was created, was because that second AI that Scratch was working on, that had, you know, some validity. There's probably other AIs before Kane, but like the first working one was Kane. So the second one that Scratch created, I think there was an implication to create a place where minds could live on after death. And that goes back to, okay, so did Ragatha die by getting stabbed to death by her mom? Like, did Pomni die exploring this abandoned building? Like, did Jax actually, die in a car crash? Did Gangle die by getting hit by a truck? Like, are they all dead? But then it goes back to, like, how would you have these, like, memories of, like, I remember putting on a headset? Like, are doctors just shoving headsets on people and, like, hoping that the mind takes, Like, unless that is part of the digital download, is that they have this, like, manifested image of, like, what it would be like to put on a VR headset. Like, maybe that's part of the simulation, is that they're imagining putting on this headset, and even that's fake, and, like, their bodies are dead, but they are all in there, Like, there's so many things that this could be, and like Alex said, when you get into, like, kind of this consumption theory, this digital copies theory mindset, the amount of probabilities that could be, or yeah, variables there could be, I can't even fathom what could be the case. If anybody knows anybody, if I don't know, I know that they can't leave the circus because they do not have bodies. That's one thing I'm firm on. Maybe they can have a nice life in the simulation world like Scratch intended. I do wonder about the cellar. That was one big thing I was really curious about, is if the cellar just disappeared with all the circus. Where are the abstracted? We didn't see them in the, like, faded out floor. Are we gonna see them? Are they gone forever? Is the circus gonna continue to deteriorate and all of our people are gone? Does it rebuild? Is Kane? So Alex said Kane is dead. It does not mean he can't be reborn. He's a digital code. He's not a human. Rebirth in that mentality, I think, is totally feasible. He can start back at square one and just, like, continue to grow based on what he's able to consume in front of him, i.e. the remaining characters, right? I don't know. I don't think Kane's gone necessarily. I think Alex can say that and it can technically be true, because Kane could technically be dead and he could technically come back. Like, I don't know. So it's really interesting to me. All of it's very interesting. If you guys like this video, feel free to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I am going to do a few long form videos. One video I'm really excited about is I'm going to go through the TADC Reddit and do some reading and reacting to those as well. As I kind of formulate ideas that I really want to deep dive on and create my own videos. We have until June 19th to see how this all wraps up, and I am anxious and nervous and excited. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below, and as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.